favorite Spotify playlist. You can explore uplifting INC original music in a variety of styles and genres. Share your INC original music playlist to your friends. It's now even easier to share our faith and much easier to uplift ourselves and others through Christian music. INC original music now available on Spotify.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Don't underestimate
the power of a single conversation.
It could change your whole life.
INC Radio Chatline.
conversations that matter.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to INC Radio Chat Line. And today we're going to be doing a tier list. It's kind of different from what we did last week. Because last week we did a top 10, but now we're going to be ranking them from A tier to D tier. It's kind of like the lowest that, D tier was kind of lowest that we'll go through. So what are we rating today? We're rating different kinds of hangouts. Maybe, I know all of you have friends, and, like one of the things you get to do is like you get to hang out with friends. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. And this is like the different names I came up with the rankings. Is it a core memory material like for this hangout? Is it it's an almost perfect hangout? Is it fun? In theory it was fun, but in reality maybe not. Or does it drain your social battery? So let's get started. I'm joined with you can see your this side.
Tiny
You can see
Tony. Tiny Tony. Oh, now I'm on. Okay, now I'm on blast.
Yes.
That's about
Yeah,
it.
can you check if you can lock my screen. There you go. If you can lock my screen on the highlight view, so everyone can see and they can rank as well how they rank these different hangouts. So let's start with the first one. Tony, movie hangouts. And we have two different kinds of movie hangouts here. So I'm gonna specify that this is like when you go to the cinema with your friends to watch
Thank
the
you.
newest movie coming out.
Thank you for specifying that. I'm the actual worst person because I will take any. I wanted to preface this that I'm the worst person for this because I will take any kind of hangout to be to be honest with you. But movies, for me, I would say it's between fun in theory and almost perfect. I wouldn't call that an almost perfect hangout. I don't know.
Is it
I wouldn't call
it's not quite your style, or does it depend on like the movie that you're watching?
it depends. It depends, and especially it also depends on who you're watching with. Because if you're both big fans of let's say it's a big what's it called? Not
Superhero.
series, but
Oh.
you know what I mean, right? It could
Yeah.
be a series or it could be
A
a world.
trilogy.
Yeah, stuff like that. If they're really into it as you, that could be really fun. And I would say that could border on almost perfect. But sometimes, most of the time, I feel like movie hangouts, it's just like, oh, let's all go watch a movie. But then most of the times, I feel like I can only interact with who's sitting next to me. I can't interact with the whole group. So that
Yeah,
doesn't make
unless
it
you're kind of like sitting in the middle of everyone.
yeah. No, but even then, like if you're in the middle, like everybody's like kind of it's typically in one row, unless you do the double row kind of thing. We would never done that. I like to do the double rows where you can kind of lean forward and talk to the people in front of you and next to you. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of like you kind of position your seats where like some of you are in front. It's kind of like the circle instead of like a straight line. But yeah, I would say I agree with you though that it is fun in theory. Like for me, it depends on like what movie we're watching. If it's not something I'm particularly that I particularly like a series that I particularly like I might not enjoy it as much, but like it like I just love hanging out with my friends for like the movie. So
yeah.
So I would say like kind of agree, fun in theory, but almost
I would
almost
even
an almost perfect hangout.
I would even put it like for social battery, like maybe because you don't talk much. Maybe
Mm.
like in between social battery and fun in theory. I think for me, yeah. I don't know. Thoughts? Sorry, not trying to sway you. Trying to sway you. I'm
I
trying
mean,
to sway you right now.
I guess, well, for me, like, it's like social battery 0% is like, if like I end up feeling more tired like after the hangout than I do like before, which I guess I never felt for a movie, like watching a movie in the cinema with my friends. So like for me, I'm staying in fun interior. Like, but for you, it's like, do you feel like that's kind of like a social battery 0%?
Yeah, I think maybe I'd bump it down even there because there's
Mm.
too many factors for it. If it's just a general, like everybody's hanging out together and we're all
Yeah.
just like going to see a movie, but if you're specifically going like for a particular fan based thing that you're really into, like both of you are really into that thing, it would be higher up. But that's more
Mm.
specific. That's too specific. I feel a little.
Okay. Well, okay, I'm gonna do something new. I'm gonna put it in between the two.
Okay.
it's, like, it's like a point five or
Okay.
a both.
I'm
A
cool with
both.
that.
Okay. Up next, this one's kind of like a broad subject. Is online hangouts, hanging out with your friends like online. But let's say just for generalizations sake, it's just like being like this, like in a hangout, in
Hmm.
a maybe online, just being online, talking to your friends. Like for you, it's like, where does that kind of like rank in terms of a
See,
hangout?
it I'm too my mind I feel is too specific. In general terms, I feel like it could also fall on social battery zero because
Mm-hmm.
you have those friend groups where sometimes you just have them on the call, but you're not
Yeah,
actually talking. You just like that they're
yeah.
there,
You
like the
just love their
presence.
presence there.
Yeah, you just like that you're watching each other, I guess, but not really. You're not really watching each other. You're both either studying or
Mm-hmm.
you're just holding each other accountable to do the things that you're supposed to do. But then you also have those other friends where I feel like for friends that I don't see often, most of the
Mm-hmm.
time the online hangout, it's very intentional. Like we are going to talk to each other. We're going to be like, how are you doing? We're going to catch up. But if it's for
Mm-hmm.
friends that I'm close in proximity with, that's where it's they're in the background kind of thing. We're just like chilling with each
Yeah,
other.
I talk to you every day. Like, this is.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I feel like that in general, I feel like it falls again. I hate to put it there again, but like between fun and social battery
No,
for me.
I'm kind of like with you on like the social battery 0% one, because like for me, okay, this is like my problem with like online hangouts. Like, I find it awkward to know when to kind of log out. And if I'm with like
Yeah.
when if I'm in a call like with them, I feel kind of awkward not acknowledging them every once in a while. so,
Okay.
so if I'm like, if I have to do something, I feel like I can't do it until like this call ends. And there have been instances where I've wasted like an entire day. Like, I went through an entire day, like just having them like on a call and not really like doing anything I'm supposed to do
I
that
don't
day.
think it happens as much anymore. I feel like that was very
Hmm.
prevalent during pandemic
Pandemic,
times
yeah,
because we would just that was the only way we could really interact with
hang
one
out, yeah,
another. So everything was just perpetual, ongoing, never ending. Oh,
yeah.
still here this
You
the
kind of
next
just have like a
day.
room like where everyone can like
Yeah,
if you're available, you kind of you go
pop
in, you
in
see
and out. Yeah,
who's there. If
yeah.
no one's there, you kind of pop out. Like, I'll just come back later. Maybe there's more people.
But
So
that's so
I'm
hard
with
to do
it.
now. That's so hard to do
Mm-hmm.
now to do stuff like that. But I guess you try.
Because everyone's kind of going back to like the kind of
Mhm.
like like the in person hangout. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with you on like the social battery 0%. So I feel like we can compromise and put it there, right?
Nate
So,
put zero, so it didn't make the list.
oh,
Is that what that is, Nate?
I
So,
mean,
oh,
the
zero. Oh, you
lowest
meant
we
zero
can go.
percent. You meant
Yeah,
0%. Oh, is that what he meant? Okay,
yeah,
I thought he meant
yeah.
zero, like it didn't make the list.
It didn't even make the list.
Like didn't make the like. No, I don't. I don't like online hangouts.
Honestly, I can kind of see it. with Nate. I kind of see it that he doesn't like it too much. But the next one is this one I
Mini
haven't
golf.
done with my friends actually. Mini golf. Yeah, mini
I
golf hangout.
I wouldn't call it a almost perfect hangout, but I like it in fun in theory. I wouldn't even say in theory. I think it's fun.
It's just fun.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
just fun. It might have potential for core memory depending on how good your friends are at golfing, because there's a lot of bloopers that can happen in golfing,
Mm.
guys. Let me tell you, when you're trying to swing, and yeah, it can get chaotic.
So I see you're kind of like torn between core memory and like fun interior. So is that like kind of like an almost perfect then, like for you?
I don't know that I would call it almost perfect. Maybe that's why I feel torn. I feel like it has the
Hmm.
potential. I feel like it has the
Yeah, that's a
potential. I would
potential.
definitely put it above. You need social battery for that, so that wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere between fun and almost perfect hangout, I think. Maybe.
Mm.
I wouldn't push it so far as core memory material.
I feel like I can't
Yeah.
like really rate it because I haven't got like mini golfing with like my friends yet.
Okay,
So
that's fair.
I'll yeah, I guess. Well, I guess let's put it kind of like in between fun and almost a perfect hangout. Because, like you said, there is kind of like that potential, but it's not like like it kind of depends like on like who you're taking with.
Yeah, just
And
depends on people.
this one, the next one, I think a lot of people actually do is cafe hangout. So whether you're going for like bubble tea or like you go out for coffee, you kind of just sit there at the cafe talking. Like,
I I would put that at almost perfect just because I'm a talker in terms
mhm,
of I don't always talk, but I like asking questions. So I'm very engaged with, you know, in that kind of setting. Unless it's a study session, which sometimes it can be a lot of the time. But if we're strictly just going just to hang out, like I just did this recently
yeah.
with one of my friends. We decided to go out for coffee date, and it was really nice to just be able to spend time. I like the one-on-one stuff. Me
Hmm.
personally, I like the one-on-one stuff where you get to bounce ideas off each other, and yeah.
Mm.
The previous one, I like what Nate put for mini golf. He said
Is that-
mega frustration.
so for him, that's like social battery 0%. Like
It's
after the
fun.
hangout, he's like socially drained. It's just
It's fun. Yeah, it can get intense. But yeah. So for me, cafe, I would put it at almost. And that
almost
might not be
perfect.
everybody's cup of tea. Some people like to get into the whole sports thing and
Mm.
be excited, but
I mean, I'm with you on like that. Like, I want to say it's core memory material, but honestly, it depends on who you're with. Like,
mm,
because some
yeah.
some like some of my friends, it's just like it's just casual conversations, but like with like especially with like a one-on-one, like sometimes it does like the conversation kind of like it really gets deep. So I would say, but it's not all the time. So I would say it's like an almost perfect hangout for me too, like
Mm,
a cafe hangouts.
yeah.
Let's put it there in almost perfect hangout. That's kind of going into the mini golf, but yes. So up next is, ooh, I don't know if people feel about this one: shopping or thrifting.
Oh, that wouldn't even make my list, to be honest. Sorry.
Yeah, I see. Which
I'm not
is,
a fan. No.
mm,
I'm not a shopper. Most of my friends know that I'm not a shopper. I will go with them if they want, but it's mostly out of just I just want to be with you, so let's go. But it's not my
mhm.
preferred. So that wouldn't even make my list, to be honest with you. So that's all you, EJ.
I
Where
mean, I would say no. Like, so for you, this is like social battery 0%. Like it's something that you would go to just for your friends.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know because I think if for something with like zero social battery, to me, that's you can be chill and I guess, yeah, because I would be silent most of the time. I'll carry their stuff and be like, okay, just go.
You're not really
Do
looking
what you
for
want to
anything
do.
else.
I'm like,
Just
I'm not here
yeah.
for this.
I mean, for me, I do like shopping and thrifting, especially now. I'm kind of like updating my wardrobe, but Okay, this is a caveat for me. I like shopping by myself because I can like move at my own pace.
Hmm.
Because sometimes sometimes they'll have their stuff ready and I'm still like picking, or sometimes I'm done picking and then they're still not done with their stuff. Like I like shopping, but I like shopping by myself because I get to I get to kind of like move at my own pace. Like for other stuff, sure, but for shopping specifically for me, like it's kind of like an by myself kind of kind of like activity. It's not
Yeah.
really kind of like a group activity for me to go
Yeah.
shopping. So like for you, it's like kind of like D tier, kind of like social battery. Like for me, I guess it's like it's fun and it's between fun and theory and almost perfect. It's kind of like between B and C.
You can decide, EJ, because again, I wouldn't even put it on the tier, to be honest with you.
Okay, let's kind of compromise since I am kind of like putting it in B and you're putting it in like D tier. Let's put it in C tier, where it's like it's fun in theory.
In theory, yeah. For
Yeah.
other people, it's like, yeah, let's go shopping. I'm like, sorry, no, I'm good.
Up next is spa day.
Okay, I've been wanting to do this, and we always say that we're gonna do it, and we never follow through. So
Mm.
I would say fun in theory, just because it's always something that's like it's never happened for me. No, like it'd
Hmm.
be nice. But to be honest, like a spot that you could also do on your own. So I can see that
Yeah.
being in D tier as well, just because you don't need a friend. It's more fun if you do it with a friend,
Yeah.
but you could also do it on
Honestly, I feel like a spa day is like for me, it's also like it's kind of like a solo activity, like a spa day for me. Because well, it's not that I'm looking forward to having like a spa day. It's not like kind of like my like that's not my sort of like my relaxation, like
Yeah,
what I'm
got
looking
it.
for relaxation.
Yeah,
Like for me, relaxation is sleeping in.
got it. Okay.
So I'm I'm kind of like for me, it's kind of like landing in D tier, like social battery.
Yeah. I say I would agree, just because that's something that can go either way. Like
Mm.
doing it, yeah. Doing
Like
with
you
it
can
friend
do it
will.
with friends, but
But you don't
like
even
it's
talk really, I don't think. I don't think you get to
no,
really
you
talk
just
about
relax. Yeah,
it.
you
Yeah,
just relax.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, how about this one? Because I know you've been working out. So, gym, like hanging out with your friends at the gym.
I This is actually really fun. I sadly don't get to go as much anymore because the one near me closed down. So that kind of, broke our hangouts. But I did like
Mm.
that, just because for me, I would put that at almost perfect, just because
Mm.
it opened up an opportunity to get better together in terms of setting goals and wanting to be able to achieve something, like, oh, like you can do it, like, you get to motivate each other, but then you also get to have the talks that, like, I ask my questions again, like I do, and then we would just talk about different stuff as we're, like lifting weights and stuff. And it'd be funny because sometimes I would distract them. They would literally have to stop and like, huh? And then they would go
They're
back.
still carrying it.
Like, wait, hold on, let's be safe right now. But yeah, I would put that at almost for me.
Ooh, this is the divide now. This is the divide because for
Really
me, like exercising, working out is sort of like a solo activity. Like I do not like working out
interesting.
with
Okay.
people. Yeah,
Hmm.
like I like working out by myself. I do not like working out with other people. 'Cause-
Okay. Everybody's
okay,
different.
because for me, I like working out at home.
Yeah.
I do not like working out at a gym. I like working out at home better. So I guess that's kind of like what it is. So for you, it's like an almost perfect hangout. For me,
Yeah.
it's like social battery 0%. What do you say about C tier? Fun and theory.
I feel like that's fair, just because it just depends on who you're with. I feel like even for the
Mm.
most introverted person, it would depend on who your company is when you're at the gym.
Okay,
It's
so we
not.
have
Sorry, go
yeah.
ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we have stuff in almost perfect. We have stuff in fun in theory. We have stuff in social battery. But I noticed we haven't gotten anything for like core memory.
No,
So
core
none of these for us is like core memory.
I have one specifically in my mind. I don't know if it's gonna show up on the list, so we'll see.
Actually, there's one I want to jump to because it like stood out for me when someone suggested it. It stood out for me, so I want to know your thoughts on this one. But a jam session.
Um, maybe at almost perfect. I wouldn't say as core memory, but definitely almost perfect.
Mm,
Um, I love music. I'm always down for music, but not core memory material for me. No, almost
okay.
perfect. Yeah.
I mean, I can't rank this because if you guys know, I don't know how to play any instrument. So,
You can sing. That
oh,
counts.
that's true. That's true. And actually, wait, since you brought it up singing, where is it? I know it's in here. Since you brought up singing, oh, there you go. Karaoke.
Ooh, I would put that at core memory material for me, just because I have so many memories already just
Mhm.
of being silly with karaoke with my friends. Like we have specific songs, like go-to songs that we have just to kind of, make fun and just laugh. Yeah.
Okay,
I would put
you
that at core
convinced me. You convinced me. I was thinking earlier of like it's an almost perfect hangout, but I wouldn't call it core material. But now that you've reminded me, yeah, like being
memory. Yeah.
like you all have kind of like your styles of songs that you all kind of gravitate towards. So yeah, you know what? I'll accept it as kind of like our first
Our
core
first.
memory material.
Yeah.
Yeah, our first core memory material.
That's
And
different to me from jam session because jam session feels more serious, whereas karaoke, I feel like it gives you permission to be silly, like to
mm,
not be so serious about it, kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's sort of just like your own. It's like a difference between like a concert and a
Yeah,
performance, right?
exactly. Exactly.
But we are running out of time, so but we are gonna do one more of these hangouts. This one is a bit unique too. Library or a bookstore. I guess kind of like the same for both. Like either you borrow a book or you buy it. So a library or a bookstore like hangout.
Fun in theory for me.
Like for you, it's fun and serious.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I would say it's like an almost perfect because we can. Okay, what ends up happening is like we kind of pick like each book that we want, and we
Oh,
just kind of
cute.
like end up reading it. Again, it's like one of those like I would call it like a Gen Z hangout where you're not really talking, you're kind of just like in the same space.
Got it. Yeah, I
Just
do
hanging
those a
out.
lot.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I do those a lot. That's why I would put it fun in theory because it's not my favorite,
Mm.
but I'll do it. I'm always down to go. Because I've been reading more. My friends have been getting me to read more of their books, so I'm like, okay, I will
And
support.
that's also kind of like my goal this year. It's to read at least one book. Well, it's not that I don't read books, but to completely read one book.
Yeah,
Without moving on to the next. So I guess almost perfect, fun in theory. But I am a bit 50-50 on the almost perfect. So I will say we can kind of put it
in the middle.
in the middle.
Okay, cool.
So we're able to rank some of them for now, but there are still a lot more. So if you want us to do do another tier list, maybe continue this one, or maybe do a completely different tier list, or maybe a top 10 or a different style of like video that you want to see. Just let us know, in the live chat in the comments. And we do hope that you enjoyed, today's activity. Thank you, Tony, for joining me. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your thoughts with us. Although I wasn't able to read your comments, I'll read it. I'll read it later on. Don't worry. And we hope that you enjoyed today's show, and we will see you again next week. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Core memory would have
So,
been a trip, to be honest.
yeah, we have like one in core memory. So who knows? Maybe our next tier list.
Yeah, road trip would have been. I feel.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's another one.
yeah. Bye bye. Take care, everyone.
You are listening to Iglesia ni Cristo Radio, the voice of truth.
Lorraine, you know what I've been thinking about lately? Hello. Earth to Lorraine.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What did you say? What were you saying?
Girl, I've noticed you've been on your phone a lot lately.
I know. Life's been busy. Family, work, a lot of things.
I understand. But, it's been so long since we've caught up with each other.
You're right. I think, did we want to catch up soon? Tomorrow? Maybe next week?
Next week, let's say Friday.
Okay, that sounds right. Yeah.
Even though life can get super busy for all of us, it's still important to make time for your friends and loved ones.
And you know what? I appreciate you for telling me. Thank you for reminding me.
That's what friends are for. And this is your